Sorry for that opening shot with a view of my knee. Jennifer Gala's here. Mesosphere is here. I don't know if I said that right. But good morning, South Korea. It is Wednesday, the last day of Chuseok, their Thanksgiving holiday. September 18th, 10:02 in the AM, and 29 degrees Celsius is the temperature. It should be climbing into the low to mid 30s. Yikes. So yesterday I got kind of a late start to my live stream. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people reached out to me and said sorry, it was too late. So I thought let's do something a little earlier. I almost live streamed last night, but it was kind of dead to the world. Like there was just no life at all because of the holiday. So I thought if I'm gonna do a night live stream, it'll either be, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday night. Rena is here. Sheena Roberts, Brown, David Banger, Maine. IQ Micro, Kathleen Doss, Jeanette Lowe, Timelapse, and everyone else. Vivian Johnson, Plush Mickey, Lori Green, Marge, Gertash. Sorry if I missed anyone. So yesterday I actually managed, the last 2 days in the morning, we managed to find something that was kind of interesting. I did Chunghae-chan stream last night. I did record a higher quality video after that. So you can wait for that, or you can check out yesterday's stream if you want to see that. And the day before we went to Jamsil and checked out what was going on there. But I went out for breakfast about an hour ago and noticed, yep, streets are still dead. There's no people out. So we're gonna do something that I used to do more days of the week than not, and we're gonna walk to where I used to work. So this is gonna be my morning commute, and that's gonna finish us off right at like Express Bus Terminal, and then maybe we'll go into Express Bus Terminal, maybe we'll head down to the but my Airbnb is here. Crescent Tower 2. So I'm up there somewhere. These buildings are known as office tells. It's kind of like a flex space, half condo, half office. I used to live in one of those. We walked by that in a prior stream. My Airbnb is like $93 a night, but it works up to over $100 if you include the cleaning fees and all that nonsense. But my Airbnb host is pretty cool. Good morning, Lisa. If you missed it, I was just saying I almost did a night walk last night, but I was kind of feeling a bit tired and there was nothing going on, and there's not going to be much going on tonight either. But tomorrow night, Friday night, Saturday night, I'll do some recording. I'll at least get some nightlife walks in on Friday and Saturday. I'll probably meet friends, one of them. But you want to see something really cool? Check this out. This is really cool at night. Notice the man says don't walk, right? But if you look down, and even in the median, there's those flashing LED lights. It's obviously not as pronounced during the day. It kind of makes you feel like you're living in the future, like the street itself lights up to let you know if you can or can't walk. It also makes it very obvious to drivers too. Yeah, neat lights on the ground indeed. And this is neat. The sun is coming down, but they've got an umbrella right there on the corner. Imagine this in Toronto, how quickly that shit would be destroyed. People would tear it down. There would be people building like forts and encampments under it. But here, you can have nice things. You can have nice sidewalk furniture. And look, now the street is green. These little booths here are usually shoe repair and shoe shine booths. They've got the name of the booth operator there. So we are once again in Gangnam. Yesterday we were north of the river, up in Jongno. I did a live stream, wandered around Jongno and the Cheonggyecheon stream. And we wandered over towards the big palace. And right after that stream, there's a viewer who, she said, oh, me and my husband watch you all the time. And we used to live in Toronto. And they lived at Yonge and Eglinton. So it was kind of cool. So she posted a picture on Instagram of like a story. I reposted that story. But if you're watching, it was nice to meet you and your mom. 안녕하세요. And I think you met a pretty solid dude if you lived at Yonge and Eglinton. Nice stoic man, probably broad shoulders, nice and strong. Just the way they make them up at Yonge and Eglinton. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. There is tomorrow's breakfast. I'm gonna go to this place, Banpo. Ham, that says ham cheese imguli shima pipin. Okay, I don't know the rest of it. Jennifer Gallus says, I saw the story post, pretty cool. Someone said, Neil says, man, I've been away for a while. I am back around now. I used to live at Yonge and Eglinton as well. GGNYC is here. This used to be a Watson's. And yes, after my first live stream here, I went into this store and I bought a very expensive stick of deodorant because deodorant is just not something you see all over the place here. And unlike North America, where there's a selection of like 10 million of them, there's literally like 3. And I went by this sushi restaurant in Japan a few times. It's a chain, but this one is unique. I don't know if it's still the case, but this one always employed Japanese sushi chefs. I remember going there as I used to live right across the street. The Yaesung iLife office tel. That's where, I don't want to dox him, but my buddy Tyler still lives there. He's nice and close. There's Daiso. That's like a dollar store. Neil, member for 39 months. Since I've been here a while, lol. 39 months. Neil, thank you so much for 39 months of membership. Much appreciated. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. You ordered a coffee, you say. You want milk? Nope. You want sugar? Nope. It's black and it tastes like acid water. Yeah, the McDonald's coffee here Latte, okay. The actual coffee, I have decided, is horrible. But whatever, it is what it is. Lisa, member for 40 months, beat you by a month. 40 months of channel membership. Holy shit. Thank you, Lisa. Our least sarcastic channel member. Just spewing rays of sunshine and joy and art. Yeah, I used to live over there, so when I would walk to work every day, we would sometimes take a cab over there near the Starbucks, like I pointed out. And this is kind of cool because I get to check out where my next Airbnb is. I have to leave my Airbnb in the morning tomorrow. I extended my plans to stay in Seoul. There's a few factors for that. But one of them, I didn't want to be here just during the holiday. And then right when everything wakes up again, I'm on a plane leaving. There's some other factors as well. Look where we are. That tower across the street is a Samsung office. At least it was a Samsung office. I used to tutor some folks that would work there. All right, now do we want to take the inside route or the outside route? Maybe we'll stay outside rather than cut. We might end up in, oh, look at that. We might end up in a big kind of undergroundy shopping center anyways. But we're gonna go over to that side of the street. One way I could do it is cutting through Gangnam station here. But we'll head up to the next streetlights and cross over. Wappen House. So thanks for tuning in, guys, over all 300 of you. If you're wondering where the heck the people are, well, they are with their families and away. This is the busiest travel week of the year. In Canada, it's what, either Christmas or like March break? Well, it is this week here, when the airports are absolutely rammed and those immigration lines are impossibly long. Oh, we've got the lights here. You may have seen this in Reese Martin's video on Seoul. They've got this nice busway right in the middle of this major street here. Right, maybe we'll do a little bit of Gangnam wandering before I get my ass on the way to work. We'll go left at the next side street. There's Shake Shack. Lisa says clean lines, looks good. Linda says Johnny just can't seem to help himself. He loves to travel. You know what though? You say that, but I was all keen on squeezing in as many places as possible on this trip. And the thought of just doing more airport slogs, I wasn't really feeling it. That's one of the reasons why we're staying in Seoul a little longer. I have clothes in my closet from that Giordano store that I bought way back when. All right, so I wrote walking to work in my video, but we're not exactly doing that, but we will. So in North America, we use WhatsApp. In Asia, they tend to use Line Messenger, but in Korea, they tend to use KakaoTalk. KakaoTalk's been a thing since I was here, and there is a KakaoTalk store. In fact, I only have KakaoTalk just because there's like 2 or 3 friends that I still keep in touch with. That bus is going to Namdong Jagochi. Okay, don't listen to me. I was probably reading, please exit to the left. Hey, there's Five Guys. We got a Shake Shack, we got a Five Guys. And we walked by that Cacao Friend store. Well, of course, there's a Line Friend store too. They don't really use Line in Korea, but it is a Korean company. If you go to like Japan or Thailand, they use Line. But we are deep in cacao country. Although I think these days, pretty much everyone is just starting to use WhatsApp. And that Tim Hortons we went to several live streams ago is straight ahead. But we're going this way. Whew, nice to get out of the sun. Alice in Wonderland. What is that? Oh, it's one of these things are everywhere. Eric says Google Maps is no use in Seoul. It's no use if you want directions from place to place, but it's fine just to look at where you're at. And if you're familiar with the areas, it's fine to get around. It won't give you like the estimate for walking, but you can use Kakao Maps or Naver Maps. Oh, rest in peace Voodoo, one of my favorite bars straight ahead. LJ, whatever you're doing, I hope you're doing well. She was the owner of Voodoo. We were some of the OG customers. We've been going there since it opened. And I found out a few months ago it closed down. One of the highlights of my last trip was going in there and just blowing her mind. We hadn't seen each other since like 2014 or 2013. She would always call me Hunam as like a joke. But yeah, normally at night, this place is just full of bars, restaurants. Room 7, Global Private Room Pocha. It's not very social. Private Pojang Matcha or whatever. Norebang, Ikdabang. There used to be like a really cool baseball cage here. I went to like a kimbap restaurant here the other day. That one says Western Pocha. YouTube. Cheyang Mat Kim, a famous mukbang YouTuber. I thought this was where a Thursday party was. I screwed up. We are not where I think we were. Hey man, should we go to the Oriental Lounge, Gangnam? I don't think that name would fly in Toronto. There used to be a bar called Rainbow that unfortunately was a pandemic victim. In one of our stopping grounds, there was Voodoo down there, but we'd always go to this place, Woodstock. There was a downstairs Woodstock that was way better, but this one had like darts, and they would just play like rock music. It was always full of foreigners. We went in there the other night, and they have completely remodeled. It's like this weird upscale bar. No more darts. It's not like sociable at all. Everything's just like booths. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. Oh, there's Thursday Party. So this place, apparently if you are over 40 years old and you clearly look every bit of it and you don't have ID on you, you are not getting into Thursday Party. We had a buddy with us the other night. We tried to go there. We did end up going there after he left, but he couldn't get in because he had a picture of his passport on his phone, and they're like, we can't accept that. And it was like, what? So the entrance to Thursday Party is right over there. This used to be, well, the other end of this is like Meat Street. It's all like gogi restaurants and shops. Looks like I gotta pull one thing up here. All right, let's keep going. I'll take a look at maps in a second. Namu? There's like a Din Tai Fung around here. Venti Espresso. Imagine just locking up a bike like that in Toronto and leaving it on the street. Or even that. Yeah, that shit would be gone in 2 seconds. There's a bowling alley, Temple Strike. There used to be like a batting cage where you could play baseball. Right here on the right. Oh, there's Strike Zone. That is a screen baseball. Screen baseball is a lot of fun. Hey, it's still here. Oh, but it looks like it's all shut down. This used to be a batting cage. You can play some Yaku baseball. That's a shame. And I think Din Tai Fung was just over there. And all right, Jeanette, have a good night. And way back when, I used to come to this track and run laps when I lived in the area. Did I like running? No. That guy likes running, but this is like what all of their schools look like. We walked by a school in the last stream in Apgujeong that looked very similar. They usually have an artificial turf soccer field with a running track, a grandstand, which a lot of people hang out at in the evenings. They'll get some like food. So it's a school, but it's also like a public park. And there is Hackers Academy. That's a popular English academy. But what's weird about Hackers is you go there to learn how to pass English tests, but you don't actually speak any English there. They teach English like you teach math. Your teacher is Korean, all your curriculum is in Korean. I remember tutoring people that went to Hackers and they would show me their books. I'd be like, I don't understand this. All the instructions are in Korean. It's not how you learn English at that level. But their sole goal is to get you to pass those like IELTS tests and stuff, not to actually learn how to communicate in English. A lot of the other academies are like full immersion. You get either a native speaker or a Korean speaker who doesn't speak any Korean at all. Your lessons are 100% in English. Your books are 100% in English. Hackers, though, took a very different approach to that. All right, so we're gonna pop into a more residential area. I remember there used to be a bicycle shop just here on the left. I had to go there a few times when I got a flat and my chain fell off. And I thought I put it back on, but I ended up snapping the chain. Oh no, that whole block is boarded up. So we're gonna be going into a quieter area for a bit. Look at that, more nice bikes. And they're only locked at the wheel. Isn't that just crazy? But if you're wondering where most people live, they live in these giant apartment blocks. And those buildings have numbers on them. That one is 110, that one is 103. So if you're getting into a cab at night, you just say Lotte Classic 103, and the cabbie can figure out where to go from there. No street name, no street number, just your building name and number. You might have to say Lotte Classic Seocho, because we are in Seocho-gu. Because there's probably Lotte Classics all over Seoul. Just parking my motorbike on the sidewalk. So there's a little park up here we're gonna cut through, and then a tunnel, and then we're gonna pop out on the other side. This is not a walk I have made since probably 2013. There should be like outdoor exercise machines in this little park. Lisa says laws and enforcement mean a lot more here than they do in Toronto. Well, I think the biggest problem is if you give an inch, people in North America will take a mile, right? Like here, it's illegal to park on the sidewalk, but if like one person does it once in a blue moon and it doesn't really get in the way of anything, it's fine. But if you let one person get away with that in Toronto, the whole city would be doing it. And people villainize parking enforcement. I think parking enforcement are heroes. Like if you park somewhere illegally under any circumstances, unless you're like in an emergency, fuck you, you deserve a ticket. Right? I don't care if it's 1 minute and you're popping into Tim Hortons and you're getting mad at some poor person just doing a job trying to keep order. Yeah, over here, people don't have that mentality. So it's almost like when you do see something like that, like a car on the sidewalk, you see it so seldom. You're like, it's no big deal. This is new. This used to be exercise equipment. I wonder if they relocated the exercise equipment. And there's a sport they play. It's kind of like soccer meets volleyball, where they keep the ball over the net with their feet. But you can also play pickleball, or badminton on these courts. So we got some badminton going on. Nice little public area. Oh well. We're gonna head underneath an expressway. Oh, we found them. Look at this. Ihong Jaehan Shikan. I have no idea what this is for. I thought those were like bike pumps. What is this for? Toronto misses you? We'll be back in due time. There's someone sitting there, but I have found the exercise machines. I don't know, Gertej. You can use Google Translate and hold it over top and take a picture and it'll translate everything on top of it. But this was part of my commute when I decided to walk. Look at this little pocket gallery. Some art telling a story. Lisa says this place would be creepy at night. Well, there's 360 CCTV. There's cameras all over the place. There's also lights. I think that's like an emergency beacon. And when you consider the overall crime rate and the stuff that happens here, I think you'd be perfectly comfortable walking through here any time of day. Devin says there must be an invasive plant in the area and that's a cleaning station. Maybe. Here's a liability issue you wouldn't see in Toronto. I remember seeing this because I used to do insurance. Just seeing like an open ditch. Like no fencing. In Canada, there would either be a grate over that or there would be a fence. But here, nope, just a big trench. We've got more pocket galleries. Lisa forgot about the camera thing. Yeah, it's not dystopian like China. They're not like using facial recognition and they know where you are at all times and can like pull up your phone and see what messages you're sending on WeChat. But they do have CCTV all over the place. Should we exercise? Whoa. Whoa, I'm gonna fall off of this thing. Woo! Woo! Let's not. There's a Korean art festival in Toronto now. There's more CCTV. All right, now this is the tunnel I always used to take. Let's see if the connection holds up. And we are nearing one of the biggest disaster sites in Korean history. There was like a large shopping center not too far from here that was poorly constructed. There was a department store and they ended up building a few extra floors on it that it was not originally designed to carry. And then one day the whole thing just collapsed. It's either in the 80s or 90s. I think it might have been in the 90s. And there's now an apartment complex where that stood. That's one street over from here. Hey, someone had a wild night. We have emerged. I want to cross to the other side. It's too sunny on this side. There's the expressway we just went underneath. Ooh. Cam likes that tunnel. I would like it if the lights would change. Okay, these are new. This used to be all like small apartments and villas. Banpo Summit. That department store collapse I told you about is over there. But there's kind of a big hill in between us and there. These would be higher end apartments for sure. Sheena asking, did I learn Korean before I moved to Seoul? No. Whew. Actually, you know what? Let me check the map here. Yeah. I've ever thought of running through the streets naked all the effing time. That's pretty much all I can think about. But no, Sheena, I learned, I was in Korea about a month. And my first year I had a roommate. And he was just like, I'm gonna learn to read Korean. I was like, good luck with that. And like a day later, he was like reading stuff. Not understanding, but he committed to learning like the alphabet phonetically. I was like, there's no way it's that easy. So I was like, how'd you do that? And he gave me like a few cheat sheets he was using, and then I did it. And sure enough, you just start walking around and you're like, Alin Ibo Ho Gu Yuk. Yuk means station. So you can kind of read stuff. I used to be able to read much faster, and I would try to not put it in a horrible foreign accent. I think there's a Line 9 subway station right around here. And then once you learn how to read, going to like restaurants that don't have English menus, because a lot of them don't, especially in like areas that aren't really touristy or have a lot of foreigners, is kind of cool. You can literally sit down and just like recognize most of the things on the menu. There's a bus stop telling you when the next buses are. Like that restaurant where I ordered the bibi naengmyeon, they didn't have English or pictures, but I was able to read what I wanted and order it. If you went on Google Maps in this area like 10 years ago, this would be nothing at all like this. These were just like older apartments and villas. This whole thing on the left didn't exist. This is new. This is like a wealthier, calmer area for sure. But what we're gonna do is go right by one of the academies I worked at when I taught English here. And that's gonna take us to like a pedestrian bridge, which we can use to cross over to Express Bus Terminal. Seocho is the music. Seocho is the music. What does that even mean? Oh yeah, that is for sure a very, very expensive apartment. Not much in the way of architectural variety though. They just kind of like design one building and then spam it a dozen times. All right, this is going to be a blast from the past for me, because this is where I used to work, and I used to go out at lunch and buy my lunch. I never ate the school lunch that was given to us. I didn't do that at my other school either. There was like a sandwich shop I always go to that would sell a 1 liter cafe latte for like 6,000 won. So that's like $6 for a liter latte, and I would start my day off with that. And it was just the most ridiculous thing you ever saw. I have my doubts that that is still there. There's a supermarket over there where we'd always get our booze after work. And this is why didn't I take the school lunch? Because it's like the same thing every day, and it wasn't like, this was food for like kids. It was like cafeteria school food. Whereas for like $5 or $6, I could go get my own lunch. I was like, no thanks. Oh, I wonder if my old, I have 2 orthopedic doctors that were right here. Look at that, they got the, they got the lights down here as well. Look at that cute garbage can. Yeah, we are in Banpo. I think the most famous thing in Banpo is the Banpo Bridge. I put a picture of that on my Instagram. I tried to make a video there, but it didn't really work. I used to go to this Paris Baguette. And this building on the left, one time I broke my pinky finger playing basketball. And I went there and I waited all of 20 seconds to see a doctor. 2 minutes later, I was on an x-ray machine. 10 minutes later, my finger was wrapped up in a splint. And it cost me, with my benefits, about $5 or $6. Somewhere up there, there's an orthopedic clinic. Gangnam, Yansei, Gaehali. I don't know, it might be that. And that department store disaster happened just a few blocks that way. There's Dr. Lee's medical clinic. Oh, I used to go to Dr. Shin. And Dr. Cho. There's my old dentist. And the ENT guy. Ears, nose, throat. Any type of like cough, cold, or flu, you would go to him. Lori Green, $10. Lori Green, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, you don't really go to like a family doctor here or a GP. You just go to like the specialist right away. If it's a bone problem, you go to an orthopedic surgeon, basically. I once got pink eye, and I went to like an optometrist. They're like, it's an eye doctor. Eye doctors are all the same. I'm like, in Canada, they just sell you glasses. But here, they write you prescriptions for pink eye. This is a really good gogi restaurant. Uh-oh, I think our sandwich restaurant is gone. That's a shame. This Baskin Robbins is still here. Aiden Thompson McGuire, welcome here. Hayden Thompson McGuire, thank you so much. Unfortunately, I can't update the end credits to my videos until I'm back in Canada. But thank you for supporting the channel. Rest in peace, sandwich shop. And there was a really good gogi restaurant as well. Chungwanjang. Oh, this is new, this Mega Coffee. Yeah, I'm not recognizing a whole lot. All right, this one is still here though. This is the place to go. US meat restaurant. Rock That Casbah, welcome to Silver Tier. Thank you, Rock That Casbah. Thank you very much. Hey, Fomaine is still there. There used to be... Yeah, let's go up the other alley. But yeah, I would live, or I would be at a Gangnam station, and I would make my way here. Usually, I'd walk or take a taxi. I don't know. I think it's time for a beverage. What do you say? What do we want? What do we want? Oh, I don't want to buy two. I just want to buy one. 1 + 1 is 2. Sometimes in Korea, when you only want to buy one, they'll like freak out and run and grab you the second one. Three beers for 3,000 won. That is 3 beers for $3. Doug Ford, that was your dream, buddy. That was your dream. Yeah, we don't have the Aquarius. Is this one calorie free? 0 sugar. I know the guy's gonna harass me. He's gonna say, oh, it's 2. But it's okay. Oh. It's okay. 괜찮아요. I just need one. 조금. Oh, no work? 오케이, 괜찮아요. 고맙습니다.
안녕히 가세요.
Yeah, notice when he scanned it, it was like 1 + 1, and I was like, no, I just want one. This was still like $2. All right, I gotta put my phone down for a sec. Oh. So this is new. This building on the right is done. But where I used to go a lot of the time was Sogang University language program. Cafe de Rosas, where one of the guys I met the other night still works. And holy cow, it's still there. Well, I knew it was still there. Think, act, and dream in English. Their English is wrong on the sign. Think, comma, act, comma, and dream in English. That sign just tells you to do 2 things. The first thing is think, and the second thing is act and dream. It's called the Oxford comma. Get with it, people. It's like if you put let's eat grandma, right? If you put let's eat, comma, grandma, you're saying, hey grandma, let's eat. But if you put let's eat grandma without that comma, You are saying, let's eat grandma. Like you want to eat your grandma. Commas are important, but I know the Oxford comma is a thing of contentious debate. Yeah, that's where I worked. And now we're heading over to a bridge that'll take us over a major street, because why the hell not? One thing about Seoul is it is a hilly bastard of a city. You will be getting in shape in no time if you walk around it. If you watch that video of the first place I ever lived in, it was just constant. Up, down, up, down. It's really a very hilly city, but it's good for your fitness. See all these like people walking around who could hike a mountain with no issue. I think that's like the garbage room for the apartment complex on the left. Jelly Bean says nice rims. If you get your rims done at a shop, would you call it a rim job? Just wondering. Ooh. I have not been this way in a very long time, but after work, if I was going somewhere that required a train from Express Bus Terminal, I would go this way. And you could take the more nature-y path. I just thought, since my videos are kind of heavy focusing on like big touristy areas and populated areas this trip, with it being a holiday, this was a good chance to explore something a little more off the beaten path, a little more local. That'll lead you up into that apartment complex. Yeah, we basically just walked up and down a big hill. I believe that's a big hospital on the left. I had a friend who had like a staph infection and ended up in there. Normally on a weekday afternoon, this street would be pure gridlock. I don't know the answer to that, Cam. But if there's someone in the chat that you don't really care to see what they have to say, you can just block them. That's the best way to deal with it. There's a Marriott. So there is the big express bus terminal. But what I want to do is get to the other side of that. But I think we can probably go indoors. Do, 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 do. That's the way into the subway. I think we can go this way, actually. If memory serves me correct. There's Shinsegae. That's a very high-end department store. And whenever there would be an occasion like Christmas or my birthday, the parents of the students I taught would often get me Shinsegae gift cards. And what would I do? I would sell those to one of the shoe shine guys. I think they would take about a 5% cut. So if they gave me like a 200,000 won gift card, I would get like 190,000 cash for it. Hey, there's a Shake Shack in here. Look at that, Shake Shack. Those bastards are everywhere. It's a whole like underground shopping complex. There's another giant bus terminal called Nambu, very close to here. Maybe we'll hop into Shinsegae Central City for a minute. I could use a sit down for 1 sec. Shake Shack. Jennifer Gallis' special architecture on the right. Starbucks. Let me just put my phone down for 1 second, guys. flippers. So this is like a big bus terminal. I remember taking a bus to Cheongju from here, I think. Trying to find that bottle cap. Should we hop on a bus and go somewhere far away? Just take a random bus in Korea? Honey Bites donut. I'm telling you, the donuts here, this is a Dunkin' Donuts. And these are so much better than what you would get at a Timmy's or Dunkin' back where we are. Yeah, you basically wait for your bus. And then when the bus is here, you get on the bus. That's kind of how a bus terminal works. That one's going to Namwon, Suncheon, Iksan, Kimjae Innovation City. You know what? I want to see one thing. I have an idea where I could go.
좀 쉬었다 먹고 해야 돼. 계속 먹으면 안 되지.
All right, I have an idea. May not be a good one, but it's an idea. We have emerged onto the other side of Express Bus Terminal. That building ahead is a little more like the Seoul I remember. Like, look at the absolute shit ton of businesses. It's almost like dumbfounding. Like how, like, if you were looking for a specific business on that, you'd be scanning all those signs. And it's just like that, building after building after building. That's very, very Tokyo-like smoking area. I say that as I hear Japanese being spoken. All right, we're gonna want to cross. What are the big balls? I don't know. But I want to go over there. Where we're going is pretty damn cool. And hey, we've got over 400 people watching. Thanks, guys. Friendly reminder, like, subscribe, hit the bell, yada yada. There's a lot more new content coming up. Videos from Tokyo and Osaka. I've made 2 in Seoul so far. Not a huge rush to make more, but there will be more. All right, so I want to cross the street, but the pedestrian crossing is way over there. Let's go this way. And I am loving how good the cell phone signal is here. Thank you, Jennifer Gala. Just holding the phone in my hand. Practicing the art of the ninja walk. There's like an underground shopping center. You know what? This connects to Express Bus Terminal. We could have just gone inside through here the whole way. That nightgown dress thing, you get 2 for 10 bucks. That whole outdoor route was unnecessary. This giant underground complex connected where we were to here. I've been looking for, what I want is like an S24 Ultra case, just like this, but with like a MagSafe, but I want it to be really thin and light in this material. And my friend had one. He said it should be easy to find, so I think I'll find one. Should only cost about $5 or $6. But we're gonna head outside. Do, 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 do. Jelly Bean, if you're there, there's going to be something you're going to love very soon. And that something is like right here. Could it be a giant Starbucks cup? Maybe. So we've emerged on the other side of Gosak Terminal, Express Bus Terminal. Hey, you would fit right in Toronto driving like that, wouldn't you? It's probably a Canadian on vacation here. Stop? Me? Why stop? There's a twosome place. So we are heading north. This is kind of somewhere where I wanted to go a few streams ago, but screwed up. And I took us to not the best part of Hangang. Well, this is one of the best parts of Hangang where we're going. I still think Yoido is probably the best, particularly when the cherry blossoms are in bloom, but this way will do. And this way is spectacular at night. Euro Nation says head to North Korea. We are 270 meters away from the place I am leading us to. Oh, this is nice. Riguito 296. Johnny, how do you stay awake when Toronto is night? Well, I don't. Riguito, thank you so much for the 296. Hey, thank you, Riguito. So it is 11:27 a.m. here, so it's 10:27 p.m. there. I've been getting about a cool 5.5 hours of sleep lately, which is a huge improvement from like the 3-4 hours of sleep I was getting in the first part of the trip. But I'm gonna try to do at least one nighttime live stream from here, which would be morning there. It's just with Chuseok, it hasn't been like the best time. I think I want to go this way. I don't know. I think I want to go that way. We're just going to wait here. Johnny the Vampire in South Korea. Something tells me I should sit down. I don't see any signs, but I'm reasonably sure I want to cross here. Let's find out if I was right. Because I figured I didn't want to go that way because, you know, doesn't look like there's a whole lot. I'm not trying to go over the river. Da, da, da. That says Chunbong Ho Chungyo Jalo. What's it mean? I don't know. Would you believe we've only taken like 6,500 steps? Refresh that. Oh, 7,900. I don't know if that's... Focus! You'll just have to take my word for it. So, at nighttime, I think at like 7:30, 8:30, and maybe 9, they do this like really cool show where a bunch of water shoots off of this bridge and it lights up. Oh, maybe I could have just gone this way. Yeah, I think I just could have gone that way and not waited to cross there. There's a Starbucks Frappuccino Fun Island. Da, 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 Always look to make sure you're not going to get crushed by a cyclist. I used to ride my bike along this trail all the time. I had a Korean bike called Miso. But at sunset, this area is packed with people like picnicking, eating fried chicken, eating pizza, eating tteokbokki, drinking beer, making love. Well, I don't know about that last one, but and just over in that direction, there's like a floating Starbucks. There you can see Namsan Tower. Straight ahead. But yeah, this is the bridge that like lights up at night. There's a giant Starbucks Frappuccino over there. But I guess this would be the Seoul equivalent of like going to Lake Ontario and doing a waterfront stream. Just sit for a minute. I have been walking nonstop for quite a while here. So enough about me. How the hell are you guys doing? Lisa digging the stairs. I don't know how many times I rode my bike across this bridge to the other side of the Honggan. All right, I'm gonna put my phone down for 1 sec. Holy shitballs, it is suddenly hot. I had the foresight to put sunscreen on the back of my neck and my face today. Well, this water level is right up. Whew. Global warming, baby. I don't know if I've ever seen the Han this high. This is like another step below, pretty much. That's like completely submerged. So there's a highway that kind of runs down or along each side of the Han. And where we were streaming was just over there when I came down to the river. And that barge there is a floating Starbucks straight ahead. It's just a big barge on the river. Oh, there we go. So at night, this water, it's like a water color show, and they set it to music. How cool was that? Come on, do it again. Lisa says at night you get it. Well, you can just see my my Instagram for what it looks like at night. Any particular reason I'm in Korea? Yeah, the great kimchi heist I'm trying to pull off. There's a giant Starbucks Frappuccino cup. Johnny, why don't you back Canada's side? To speak like a Korean, 몰라요. That means I don't know. At night, this giant Starbucks Frappuccino thing lights up, and it's kind of cool. A little bit of whimsy. All right. So what I want to do is get my ass why did I pick a non-shady spot? Let me just pull up one of my map apps here. Gangnam Station. All right. It looks like going back to Gosak Terminal is my best bet. Damn it. Dag nabbit. Could probably just take a bus randomly. Maybe I can do that. Blue Meaford just noticed 115K subs. Congrats, Johnny. You've been busting your sweaty balls on this trip. You deserve it, dude. Blue Meaford, thank you so much. Thank you, Blue Meaford. Much, much appreciated. There's a bus stop here. Almost any bus I get on is gonna be a good thing. Pretty much any bus. Let's see what our options are. Probably just should have got on that bus we just saw. There's the 405 and the 740. So we are here. So this one goes to Seocho Station, Seoul Station, Gangnam Station. All right, I want the 740 bus. This one goes right to my Airbnb. We want the 740 bus. And this one goes to Seocho Station and Yangjae Station. I could take either of these, but I want the 740. All right, I'm taking that 740 bus. Kyle says the 740 was your usual bus. I don't know when the next 740 bus will be. Oh, I see a bus. One sec. Got a transit bus, transit card. Yes, we're taking the 740 bus. It looks kind of busy. Was that? Need the bus? The friggin' bus just shows up right away? think it's actually going right. But if it doesn't, you said I have good timing, but I think that's just always how it goes here. Transit is unbelievable. I hope I read that map right, and this is actually taking us to Gangnam Station, but if not, oh well. I don't know which camera angle is better. I'm trying to be quiet because I think it's kind of rude to talk loudly on transit. Not been to this area in forever. If my sense of direction is right, I think we're gonna end up going right past where my Airbnb is. Crispy Baba. here? Inley says no Tim Hortons yet. I only went to Timmy's that one time. That's right where Shin Nonyan Station is. That lady knows 400 people are watching her. And many more in the replay. How long am I here for? Oh, at least a few more days. I just got a WhatsApp asking why no talk. I think it's a little bit rude to talk loudly on transit, particularly in this part of the world. Lisa says it's a city of photos. We are very, very close to where I started this live stream. That was amazing. I was literally just going to get on any bus knowing that it was going to take me in the right direction well enough that I could then just walk to a subway station. And one of the two buses there goes right to exactly where I need to go. And this isn't a direct route either, right? We've made a few turns. It would make sense if it was just all on like one long street, but it's not. It's a big Samsung complex on the right. 강남역 1번 출구. This is us. I had to get my
하차입니다. 주유수권은 강남역 1번 출구에 있습니다. 광고 신입길.
We are back to where we started. Thank you, 470 bus. How, sorry for my French here, but fucking awesome is the transit in this city. Just literally walked for an hour and a half. And there was a bus that came within like a minute. Within a minute. I was like, I wonder if I can just take one of these random buses and get near where I need to go. It didn't just take me near where I need to go, it took me exactly where I need to go. And it showed up like Johnny on the spot. And you can see there, the 3200 bus is 34 minutes away. Those are long range buses. The 707 bus, 13. So these are red buses. These buses are all going out of town. That bus stop where we were just at are the blue buses. These blue buses are like within Seoul. And the green buses are within a very local radius. But the bus frequency is incredible. And that's on top of a subway network that is just bonkers. And never stops, breaks down, or has lines closed for maintenance, or has shuttle buses. Or if there is any type of delay, it takes like 10 seconds to clear it. Like, it makes you really pine for competent transit when you come to a part of the world like this. And the frustrating thing about Toronto is we have the bones for it. Like, the network's there. The bus network, the subway network. It should be world class. But I started this live stream right across the street from here. And somehow we're back 2 hours later after what I thought was a really fun journey. Metrolinx trolls. Can the city of Toronto fire Metrolinx? Like, yeah, it wasn't exactly pretty when the TTC built the Vaughan extension of the subway. But little did we know that was a masterclass in subway building compared to the gong show that is Metrolinx. And what's up with our premier telling Metrolinx to be hush-hush about what's going on? It's all like some big conspiracy to siphon as much money from the taxpayer as possible. Anyways, on a positive note, Seoul is awesome. The transit here is awesome. It's an awesome day. It is only noon. It is only noon. I might try to go do that double-decker bus tour. I'm undecided what I'm going to do this afternoon. I'm also going to try to eat dakgalbi, my favorite Korean dish. So I'm going to be texting some of my buddies, because that's not really something you go eat alone. And see if anyone's around and up for eating that. Tomorrow morning, I might do another morning live stream like this. Jennifer Gallus' super fun stream. Thank you. I thought so. I had a fun time doing it. We got to see a whole lot of different areas, different neighborhoods, residential areas, parks, trails, busy ass areas like Gangnam, or what would normally be. We saw underground shopping areas, a bus station, a subway station, the Han River, a bus ride. I don't know, in terms of like stuff I've done on live streams, this might be the most comprehensive one. I didn't eat or do any mukbang, but I will always maintain nobody wants to see me do that. And with a spring in my step, yeah, the spring of the barefoot shoes. Now it's time to wash this t-shirt for the 10 millionth time. Like literally anything I wear outside for a few hours goes right into the laundry. But my Airbnb is in here. I'm not going to take you there because I don't want to show you the unit I'm staying at, but I'm checking out tomorrow. Drink lots of Powerade. I've got I'm gonna go take a shower right now. I've got a sparkling water there, or in my fridge, a whole lot of it. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank those who sent support. I want to thank our mods, Patreon supporters, channel members, the new channel members, the channel members that have been around forever, just everyone who watched. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up. I might take a day off at some point from streaming, but I'm gonna maybe not. I think it's kind of fun. I might do another live tomorrow morning, and at some point on the weekend, I'm going to try to do one at the nighttime here, which would be morning for you guys. Thank you so much, mods, supporters, viewers. The squirrel we saw earlier. So that's 4 cities on this trip, and all 4 have been amazing. Kyoto a little on the sleepy side, but amazing for different reasons. Anyways, yoink.